Executives on Wall Street are absolutely freaking out right now over Donald Trump's policies, as well as the fact that Republicans in Congress are doing absolutely nothing to rein in the psychosis of Donald Trump. Here's what's happened just in the last week or so. The stock market is beginning to take a dive, a pretty big dive. And I know that about half of people in this country have absolutely no money whatsoever in the stock market, so that hasn't affected most of us in one way or another. It doesn't matter. But those greedy little hedge fund managers and stockbrokers and all those people who continuously fund the Republican Party and a lot of members of the Democratic Party, they're freaking out right now because they're losing a lot of money. And again, it all goes back to Donald Trump's policies. First and foremost, you have these trade wars that he's trying to start with every country imaginable, raising tariffs on their goods. So now they're raising tariffs on our goods. And that sends the stock market into a downward spiral. And this is going to continue because this is bad policy. It's bad negotiation skills because Donald Trump is losing on every possible front with it. It's going to hurt American labor. It's going to hurt the American economy. It's going to hurt the cost of American goods, which is going to affect every single one of us. So in that regard, yeah, this is pretty bad for everybody involved. The second thing that's actually causing the stock market to go pretty bad is the fact that Donald Trump won't stop attacking Jeff Bezos and Amazon. And the reason he's attacking him, Bezos, is because he owns the Washington Post. And the Washington Post is usually not that nice to Donald Trump. So that's where that whole rift comes in, but it's driving Amazon stock down. It's driving other stocks down. So lots of very rich people are losing a lot of money. I have no sympathy for Jeff Bezos. Let's get that out of the way. I have no sympathy. The guy's labor practices are borderline criminal, and he should be investigated for that. But Donald Trump's attacks on him, like he's, somehow ripping off the post office, that's not based in reality whatsoever. He's actually helping the post office make a lot of money, which is money that the federal government gets. So there's nothing wrong with that. But the guy's labor practices, the warmongering of the Washington Post, his defense contracts, yeah. He's not a sympathetic character. No, he's not somebody that we should feel sorry for in this situation at all. He's just as corrupt as Donald Trump is. But Wall Streeters who are freaking out right now absolutely deserve this. They put these people in power. And now they're freaked out because they actually followed through on those horrible promises that they said they were going to do. Yeah, I'm sorry you have buyer's remorse. I'm sorry you may not be able to buy that fifth or sixth mansion that you've had your eyes on. But you deserve this. You've been screwing over the American public for decades, and now you're finally getting yours. That's poetic justice. That is something that most of us in this country have been waiting to see for a very long time. So I don't care if you're freaking out about what Donald Trump says or does, or if he sends the stock market down to zero, because you did this to yourself by funding politicians who promised you a big tax cut, and once you got that, they also decided to do a bunch of other horrible things that helped destroy the United States economy. The middle class, the working class, the underclass, we're going to be the ones who feel the effect of this far more than those wealthy hedge fund managers. We should be the ones freaking out right now. But we're not. We're going to work every day. We're continuing our jobs. We're manufacturing things in this country. We're keeping things moving. All while those Wall Street executives sit in their offices, biting their fingernails, terrified at what horrible, stupid thing Trump is going to say today that's going to send their net worth down by a few more $1 million. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you see here on Ring of Fire, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel. You can see the little subscribe button down there, but if you're watching it on another device where you can't see it, go to youtube.com/TheRingOfFire. Hit subscribe, be notified every time we get a new video.